Hello. I wanted to do an um, well, I haven't done any videos yet on Chad Daybell and Lori Vallow Daybell and the murder case in uh, for the murders of Tylee Ryan and J.J. Vallow and Tammy Daybell. And the case has been some problematic. They had a problem in that Lori did not waive her right to a speedy trial, and Chad did, and Chad's trial had been set for January, and by statute, um, Lori's trial should be starting right about now. And so they postponed Lori's case until January so that they could have the trials together. And that puts the case at risk of being overturned on appeal because of violating the speedy trial. And we we've also got some issues in the case with some DNA evidence which was not processed, and so they're up against a clock trying to get the DNA processed and to get it evaluated with their experts and so forth, and allow the defense to do the same. And so we've got one major issue there. And Chad Daybell has requested that a postponement in his hearing to October of 2023, which he's been wanting all along, and saying that he cannot get his case adequately prepared for um, between now and January, and that uh, uh, since it's a death penalty case, that it's critical that they are able um, to have the proper time to do that, and so they want to sever the case with Lori. So, because she has not waived her right to a speedy trial, and so there's no way they could even think of postponing her trial until October next year. That just won't fly. And so this is they've been trying to sever the, or at least Chad has been trying to sever the trials all along. Lori doesn't want them sever. She wants the trials together because she wants to be able to be in court and make goo-goo eyes at her husband. And so I think the bloom is off the rose with Chad, and that he's kind of over her at this point. Um, this is a very strategic move in that the having the cases severed, they can, whoever goes first, the they have a chance to see what works and what doesn't work at that trial, and then the second to go to trial has a chance to adjust their um, presentation according to how things went in the first trial. And they can point fingers at the other person and say, "Oh, it was all them. I was just an innocent bystander, and it's really all them." And so, so naturally, Chad would like um, to have Lori, she's crazy. She and her brother did this, and I didn't know anything about it, and so forth. And you're looking at the wrong person. I'm innocent. And Lori would be wanting to say the same thing, going into her case. She's going to say, "It was my crazy brother, and Chad did it." And of course, the brother Alex is not alive, and so he's the obvious target to pin it all on. But they also put the other person who isn't actually on trial, and this could result in both parties getting off scot-free, and so it's really in the best interest that the two are tried together, um, but it's looking increasingly like that's not going to be happening, and now unless Lori puts her foot down and says, "Well, I want to have the trial with Chad," and so um, if she then waives her right to a speedy trial, then uh, then she might be willing to go postpone, but the lawyers are not going to want to do that because the advantage of being able to point the finger at the other party who's not actually on trial then. Um, so, and this parallels to uh, case of Dylan Rounds, who is missing, and we believe that it's highly likely that he's been murdered, and James Brenner is the only officially named suspect in the case. And some people, well, there's a lot of criticism on Box Elder County Sheriff's Office, the state of the investigation. I don't want to speak on that, but I do want to address the issue of that it's possible that they may have enough evidence in that case to charge uh, James Brenner with murder, but they don't want to do that at this point because he's already in jail for the assault from over a year ago, and also the weapons charges, both on the state and federal level. And so he's not going anywhere. And so they don't want to start the clock running on charges in case he doesn't waive his right to a speedy trial on Dylan. And so, because they might find themselves in the same situation that the prosecutors in Idaho find themselves in with the uh, Chad Daybell, Lori Vallow Daybell case. And so, um, no guarantees that that's the case, but I think it's something that people should keep in mind, that just because we don't know the state of the case doesn't mean that it's going cold, or that it's you know like Brenner's going to get off scot-free if indeed he did it. Um, we still don't know. And it gives the time for the investigators to hopefully find a body, or learn more evidence of what actually happened to Dylan. And so just wanted to address that issue, and thought that it dovetailed nicely with the situation on um, the case in Idaho. I would love to attend the trial in January, but it's supposed to be a 10 to 12-week trial, and I think that I probably wouldn't be able to afford to get housing up there for that long a period, and taking my cats would be problematic. And if you have to sit out and camp out to get into the courtroom, camping out in January in Boise doesn't sound like the best thing in the world to me. So, and they've had rulings in the case that at least the hearings aren't going to be televised. They may have audio. It's possible that the trial may possibly have a video feed, but as um, finicky as the judge is in that case, I don't know what to think, because he seems to be having kind of power grab issues with, oh, we don't want to let the public see what's going on, and so, um, yeah, I'd love to be up there, be able to see the case in person. I don't know, maybe I'll be able to go up a few times. We'll have to see what's happening by then, but, anyway, just, sign off and, oh, back to, Dylan Rounds. There are, hearings next week for both, Chase Venstra and, well, let's see, I think can't remember which one's on the 3rd and one's on the 7th, and can't remember if it's Chase on the 3rd or Chase on the 7th. Anyway, both are upcoming. I don't know that it's going to be anything. The last times that um, Brenner was supposed to be in, he never showed up on the virtual in the virtual courtroom, and so um, I'm kind of not holding my breath after hours and hours. The first time and the second time, at least, we found out within an hour of his docket time that he wasn't present. So uh, we'll have to see if there's if anything actually happens in either of those. Uh, if there is, I will definitely do a follow up on those cases, and I'll keep you posted. Thank you. Bye.